What's up, man? It's your boy Oski Sunghai once again. And like I said, we gotta get to work. We gotta get busy. We gotta keep going. If you didn't see the heart episode, make sure you look at it. The heart doesn't pump, so I already broke that down. It was crazy. The people who saw it, thank you. You know, y'all already inboxed me and told me, you know, y'all really liked it, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, it's time to get to some real business. All right, bacteria and viruses do not harm the body. I said it, it does not harm the body. Alright? Bacteria, viruses, fungi are called saprophytes. These things cannot eat anything but dead tissue. This is proven by scientists. Alright? We're about to get busy. Louis Pasteur came up with the germ theory, which is very questionable, yet of course passed by mainstream science. The germ theory. So the theory that, you know, when you see the Lysol commercials and the kid is, you know, touching things, and then the mom has to spray that stuff because you see all those little bitty things on there, which is bacteria, then they're telling you if you cut, you know, if you touch it and you touch yourself, then you're gonna catch it. It's all lies. Okay, it's all lies. They made it up just to make money. So it's a theory. It's called the germ theory. And I'm gonna break down how it's fake. So let's get into it. Anthony Beckham proved, I'm going to show who that is in a minute, proved bacteria causes no illness, yet his work has been hidden by the mainstream science. I wonder why. As well as most of the public. Dr. Rudolf Virchow says viruses are non-living, thus they must be harmless. He is considered the father of pathology. Dr. Rudolph proved this by drinking a cup full of liquid with viruses, and he did not get harmed. That's like him drinking a cup full of an AIDS virus, he drinks it, and then he doesn't get harmed, which I'm pretty sure is a fact. You probably wouldn't get harmed if you drink it. I'm not saying you should test it out, but Dr. Rudolph, he did it. He drank something, a concoction that had viruses in it. He drank it and nothing happened to him. He's a doctor. Right? We have been conditioned to believe bacteria and viruses will get us sick since birth. Also believing if we are around someone who is sick, we will be sick, regardless of how healthy we feel at the moment. So you got Asians a lot of times, you know, downtown New York, downtown Crossing, California, whatever. A lot of Asians like to wear the thing around their face.
Surgical mask.
Yeah, because they feel like, you know, if they breathe something in, then they're going to catch sickness or something. And a lot of times, you know, what the general consensus is Asians are like super duper smart. They're so super duper smart. How come they don't know that virus? Dr. Rudolph drank something with viruses in it, and when he drank it, it didn't get no harm? How come they don't know that you can't get harmed by viruses or fungi because they're saprophytes and they eat nothing but dead tissue? Ask an Asian that. Right? This is Dr. Rudolph. Right? Dr. Rudolph was the dude who drank the thing, drank the viruses. This is the dude. Don't you look crazy? You gotta be crazy to do something like that. I'm gonna drink something full of viruses. You gotta be, right? That's the dude who drank the viruses and proved that viruses and bacteria don't cause harm to the body. This is Anthony Beckham, right? This is the dude who's very important. They hide all his information because he's a dude also that proved that viruses and bacteria don't cause no harm to the body. They hid his work and put another dude's work in front, which I'm going to show you. and pretty much, you know, lied to the public, lying to doctors, lying to people who's going to college right now trying to become doctors, lying to them, right? So, we breathe in around 22,000 germs per hour. If germs are so harmful, why aren't we sick or dead? We breathing in 22,000 germs per hour. Why aren't we dying? Right? If bacteria causes harm to us, then that means that saprophytes, which only lives on and eats dead or decaying matter, then that must mean they are doing the opposite and eating living matter in the body, killing our cells and causing our body harm. But since bacteria are saprophytes, then it is not. It is the total opposite. So since bacteria are saprophytes, and bacteria only eats dead tissue, viruses only eat dead tissue, then that must mean, if it's not eating living tissue, if we know what the definition of a saprophyte is, right, which is something that only eats dead tissue, so if we know that, and we know that bacteria and viruses only do that, then 1 + 1 is 2. That means that viruses and bacteria do not cause harm to the body because the body is living tissue. Okay? Bacteria are saprophytes. They can't eat anything but dead tissue. Since you are alive, the bacteria can't harm you. It's a fact. Okay?
Right there.
So Anthony Beckham, who's a French chemist and microbiologist, found that a diseased, acidic, low oxygen cellular environment is created by a toxic and nutrient deficient diet, emotions, and a toxic lifestyle. His findings show the manifestation from morbid changes of germs to bacteria, bacteria to viruses, viruses to fungal forms, and fungal forms to cancer cells. Right? So, Anthony Beckham, just in case you forgot, right? Anthony Beckham, this dude who proved that germs and viruses don't really exist. This dude just basically proved how viruses and bacteria actually come. He said they don't come because, you know, somebody's and then you're sniffing that in. He said, no, that's not from that. And he's a microbiologist. So if you know anything about microbiology, you know he studies the germs. He studies germs. That's what he does. He's a microbiologist. He looks at germs for a living. So you can't say he's just some dude who didn't go in the lab.
Who's just experimenting.
Yeah, he's a doctor. This is a dude who got his doctorate, who studied it in the lab and said, no, this isn't true. And studied the body and said, no, what it really is, you know, he said, it's a lifestyle. It's a toxic lifestyle. And your emotions. If you have a toxic lifestyle and emotions, he said, it manifests germs, not germs, but certain toxicity levels rise in the body, and it manifests germs and bacteria. So if the toxicity level is too high, then it manifests viruses, but it comes from the germs that's already inside your body, because there's already germs everywhere. But you're not dying, but they're just in your body. Germs to bacteria, right? Those germs turn into bacteria. That bacteria turns into viruses. Those viruses turn into fungal forms. Those fungal forms turn into cells. That's it. You don't get it from no other place. So it's done. Okay? You're manifesting those germs from you. You're doing that. So if you're getting cancer or something like that, that comes from you. There's a video actually that's out. I actually might put it on here. That there was a dude who had cancer in Asia, and them Asian doctors went up in there, or India or whatever, and they healed them just by thinking about it. And then the tumor went right down. That's a doctors. These are, and the video was proving proven as true. It wasn't even documented as fake, nothing. There was real doctors. There was a tumor, dude had a tumor, and the doctors did that, you know, ethereal stuff that we can no longer do because, you know, the Bible got us. But they did that stuff. Once they did that, the tumor went down. The dude was like, I don't no longer have it. I'm going to show it. So this was in China because, you know, America wasn't doing that. So we're going to continue on, right? Modern medicine is firmly founded on the germ theory of disease. Modern medicine, which means them dudes who's in college right now, which was pushed by Louis Pasteur in the 1860s. He was guilty of many counts of scientific misconduct, also violating, excuse the typo, the rules of medicine. He's also a known plagiarist, which means he's a thief. Right? Stealing work and trying to make it as his own. Right? That's him. Louis Pasteur. Right? See, a lot of people will look at white dudes like this and be like, whoa, he must know something. He must know something because he's a doctor. Because his name is Dr. Louis Pasteur. He's not wrong. He knows what he's talking about because he's a microbiologist. No, 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 no. Louis Pasteur also admitted on his deathbed that the microbe theory, which is the germ theory that he made up, is wrong. The theory that everybody's, you know, on the commercials and stuff, yes. You know, it came from him that he designed, I believe, for the, you know, secret societies, but that he designed, he said on his deathbed that it's a lie. And we're still following it. Doctors are still getting their doctorate from lies. He lied. He said, I lied. He said it's wrong. Right? He's a microbiologist who lied. He admitted he lied. There's no such thing as that. The germs and stuff, lifestyle commercials, all that's lies. You manifest those germs on your own. He lied. He said it. Right? Two theories exist today. One is not so much a theory. The other one is in fact a theory. Excuse the typo again. Said to be false by the person who presented the idea. True. It ain't me who's saying this. He said it on his deathbed. So Pasteur's theory, which is him, right? Non-changeable microbes cause disease, right? Which is the study of monomorphism, which is the germ theory. So basically, to put it into context, simpler form, he's saying microbes, which is the bacteria, stays in your body, and then over time, you know, once they stay and you catch them from other people, once you catch them from other people and they stay in your body, then you get sick. Oh, wow. It's called the monomorphism, which is the germ theory. He made that up. That's what he said, right? So this is one theory. And then there's Beckham's theory, right? Beckham's theory, which is not so much of one, is microbes change. How? The function of the terrain, which is the study of pleomorphism, the theory of terrain toxicity. Who do you believe? So he's saying that Beckham is saying that it's not the microbes, it's not the germs that you catch from other people, It's the terrain of the body. So if you're eating certain things like fries and pizza and chicken and fried fish and fried this every day, every single day. Now we're not saying sometimes. We know, you know, you like your fried chicken. Yeah. You like your, you know, mashed potatoes. We're not saying stop eating that. We're saying choose your days to eat it. Exactly. But most of your environment of your body has to be vegetables and fruit. It has to be plant-based. That's what he's saying. If it's not plant-based, if you're not eating some form of plant-based diet, then you're going to get cancer. You're going to get AIDS out of nowhere, something like that, because it comes from your emotions mixed in with the with your eating, which raises the toxicity level. Acidic diet, which is you know, soda and all this and all that. I love my ginger ale, but I also know that, you know, I have to lean back a little bit because I know how I get. I like to get into my soda, you know, but I lean back a little bit, you know. And that's what happens, you know, that stuff just manifests out of nowhere. And you're like, how did I get, you know, colon cancer? You know what I'm saying? You know, and you don't even eat something or such like that. And it's because, you know, you have to pay attention to your attitude, pay attention to what you're eating, right? So this is what it is. This is what Beckham's saying, right? Our ancestors already knew this. So we're going to wrap it up. This is the chakras. This is your lower self. Your three lower selves. Oh, I should break down the chakra next. Ooh. But this is your lower self. The 3 lower chakras right here. And then you got your 3 higher selves. Your 3 higher selves, right? Lucky number 3. But the 3 higher self, which is the 3rd eye right here, already knows who you are. This is when you go to sleep at night, and that's the higher self. You already know the answers. You already know who you are. You already know you were sent here in the body form. This ain't really your human body. The body's a used body from your parent because the mother already have all the ovate cells. The ovate cells is the human body. So basically, my mom already had this body inside of her already when she was born. But the spirit is different. I don't look like this. My spirit is different from this. I just manifested as this because, you know, my mom had, you know what I'm saying? So, yet my higher self looks different from my lower self, which is the 3 lower selves, right? So, what does all this mean? Your 3 lower selves is you right now in survival mode. You don't really know what's going on. You don't really know, you know, nothing really. You know what I'm saying? You're just in animal form. You know, you just, you know, the goal is to reach these 3, to achieve these 3. And then eventually on your own, you're going to know what to do. You'll attain Christ consciousness. Christ, which means anointed one. You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to go into that. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I just want to give you a little preview. But these are the... Alright, so the colors of the chakra spectrum, right? That's what you have to eat. Simple. When you have the red chakra, for example, right? They say that high blood pressure. What should you eat for high blood pressure? Beets. Tomatoes. Cherries. This is stuff you can look up. I'm not saying that because, oh, it's the color of the... No, I ain't playing, you know, Blue's Clues with you. I'm being serious. Look up what lowers blood pressure. Beets, tomatoes, stuff like that. What helps with your eyes? Carrots, oranges, has carotene in it. It's all orange, yellow. Anything that's yellow. You know what I'm saying? It can help you with your, you know what I'm saying, your bloodstream. It can clean you. Anything that's green helps you manifest, which is ironic because that's the chakra for your will. That's the willpower chakra, which is right up here. Or your heart chakra, should I say. That's your heart chakra. But that also helps with your willpower, right? That's the greens, the vegetables, help you get stronger. So, anything, all the colors right here from the sun, for example, all that right there is stuff you have to eat. The sun produces those colors onto the, you know, the grass and stuff like that, the vegetables and the fruits and stuff like that, so you can know what to eat. It's telling you colors, like, okay, this color is green, so the cows know, okay, this is green. Alright, so let me just eat this. It knows, because, you know, it's food. It's working on the heart chakra. Cows, most likely, are on the heart chakra level. So you're not going to really understand the cow. Anything that eats on the green line sounds pseudo, but it's a fact. Anything that eats on this line, you're going to understand it on that line. But because we don't eat greens like that, we're not going to be able to communicate with birds and animals and stuff. Birds and stuff eat berries. Berries on the purple and blue line, right? Which is communication and intuition. So they can understand things on a higher level than us. Birds can actually see color spectrums that we can't see, which is ultraviolet. We can't see ultraviolet. What do we eat? We eat things on the red chakra spectrum, the orange chakra spectrum, maybe the yellow, maybe a little bit of this, but nothing up here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Beckham's saying. I'm breaking that down on a spiritual level. This is stuff that our ancestors knew. But, you know what I'm saying, they give you the meruneta and say, you know, a bird means, you know, house or something like that. And they're missing and they're confusing you. That's what white people do. This is all they did. Right? So, eat and think properly in order to not only function your electromagnetic body, right? But for your body not to turn on you when in a toxic environment. The same way enzymes don't have an environment to break, the same way enzymes don't have an environment to break down, or when enzymes don't have an environment to break down foods, it's the same way your body functions when bacteria don't have a good environment. It will eat the fat around the body. That's what happens with enzymes in the body. When you get hungry and you get that feeling like, yo, my stomach hurt, that's because the enzymes in your body is eating the fat around your body. That's why you see them kids in Africa and they look royal skinny, because it eats the fat around their body and they're getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. It's the same way. So, I had to tell you that. Alright, germs don't exist. It's fake. It's a lie. Doctor said it. They hit his work. You know what I'm saying? They hit him. Right? Who you gonna believe? You know what I'm saying? You gonna believe me? Me and Beckham over here? Me and the G's over here, Beckham? Or you gonna believe a fraud? Because he got some glasses on in the bed. Come on, man. He's a fraud. He lied. No such thing as germs. It's all you. Okay? It's all us. So, you know what I'm saying? How to let you know that. That's Oski Sunghai. Broke it down. How to let you know. There's no such thing as germs. Y'all thought I was playing. I'm not playing. I'm coming after y'all.